I know what you're thinking. You've been sitting on the fence, waiting to buy a home, trying to figure out when this terror of a market is going to be done. Well, I've got some good news for you. Maybe. Is the worst behind us? Is it done? Are we over the drop, the skydive, the nosedive of what has happened to our local real estate market and more so across the country? Today's video is less about my opinion of what's going on and it's more about the facts of what's actually going on. I've done lots of videos on the housing shortage that the market is experiencing, not only locally in Surrey, BC and surrounding areas, but all across the country. And guess what? That part is not changing. That's not getting fixed. That's not getting changed anytime soon. But some of the figures that have been released by the Canadian Real Estate Association just a week or two ago are going to leave you kind of scratching your head. Because they're probably going to challenge what you think is happening right now. So if you're interested in learning what the Canadian Real Estate Association has to share with you, this is definitely a video for you. Let's get into it. But just before we do, make sure you hang around to the very end because I've got something you're gonna love if you're somebody who's looking at buying a home in the near future. You don't wanna miss it. What's good, everybody? It's Darren German from the German Group, where we know you've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home. So we're here to help you get it right. There's a subscribe button right there. You've got a mouse or a thumb where you can click on it because look, you don't want to miss out on any of the videos we're releasing on a regular basis in the Surrey BC or about the Surrey BC and surrounding area. Most of our videos are tailored to help you be a better home owner, better home seller, or a better home buyer, or just generally get some information about what's going on in the Wild West, which is the Metro Vancouver real estate market. So subscribe, okay? Right, the online world, those of you watching, and not all of you, but many of you love a good story about real estate, especially when the market is either skyrocketing or falling. Google Canada just released its top searches on the platform for 2022. And once we get past the Wordle searches and anybody looking for information about Betty White or Bob Saget, real estate is one that is definitely up there. And I love Bob Saget and Betty White, but we were all curious about what's going on. So CREA just released some numbers back at the end of November about what is happening with home sales across the country. Here's the news. From the peak of the market in February, where home sales were just off the charts, we are down 10% as a country. Locally, we're down 12% in the Fraser Valley. For many of us, this felt like a free fall, not only in the amount of homes that we're actually selling, and any sellers that have their home on the market right now probably feel a little bit that way, but also with home prices. Fortunately, we're located in a community where we not only experience some of the lowest sales in comparison to other areas, but also some of the biggest price changes. We went up the fastest, but we've also gone down the fastest, and even locally, just putting that into a local perspective, Chilliwack is one of the biggest markets that has seen a decline of 18%. 18%. They are leading the pack in all of British Columbia. And I'm not talking about 18% in home sales that are down. I'm talking about 18% in the home price index. I've got some bad news for you now here too. Prices did continue to fall. They have continued to fall. Last month was no different, but sound the alarm. We just saw the smallest drop we've experienced nationally since May, and that's reason to celebrate. The curve is rounding. We may be normalizing. We may be getting back to a normal, healthy real estate market. Now, before I fire up all the internet people out there, I've got a caveat to that. Before I tell you what it is, though, let's talk a little bit about what is going on locally. Sure, prices are all over the place. You can't really paint the entire market with the same brush because there's different types of homes in different areas that are all doing different things. Some prices are down, like the prices of a detached home in South Surrey White Rock. But there's some positive news out there as well, like detached homes in North Delta, which flatlined last month and didn't see any change in value in the home price index. There's also townhomes in the Cloverdale area, which actually saw a price increase month over month, which you probably didn't know. Does this mean that we are done what is happening? Does this mean prices are going to stop moving as a whole? Well, maybe. Does this mean that they can't move down any further? Certainly not. Fortunately, only time will tell us if that's going to be the case or not, so we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to challenge you watching this video, and I want to know what you think. And the way I'm going to challenge you is I want you to pay attention to the listings either in your neighborhood or in your complex or building. Pay attention to those signs that are advertising a home for sale, But also pay attention to the sold stickers that you start to notice that are going up all over the place. Are they starting to go up and go on a little bit quicker than you've seen in the past? Are they starting to get stuck to those signs a little bit quicker and a little bit more often than they have been in the last few months? What do you think? Of course, all of our experiences are anecdotal, but I would love you to leave a comment down below and let me know what you are seeing in your local area. Whether you're in Langley, Surrey, White Rock, let me know. I promise you something special as well at the start of this video, and I want to make sure you do have access to it. So while you are down there checking out that information and leaving your comment, I also want to let you know that we've got a really cool quiz that we created for anybody out there that might be buying a home in the near future to see how ready you actually are to buy a home. Here's a secret too. Most people aren't, and they think they know a lot, but they don't. So enjoy the quiz, have some fun with it, and see how you do. Maybe you take the quiz, maybe you don't, but if you are someone that's looking at buying a home or maybe even selling a home in our local marketplace area, there also is a link below to my calendar. If you're feeling a little bit lost about the process or what the next steps might be, or even if you just need a good ear to bounce some ideas off on, you can book a time to speak directly with me in my calendar, and I'd be happy to give you any information that's going to help you be successful. Hey, I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for your comment. Guys, I'm Darren German from the German Group. Guess what? You've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home. So we are here to help you get it right. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one.